overgrown, foggy parking lot in front of a crumbling hospital. The building looms like a shadow of its former self, windows shattered, bricks exposed, vines creeping up its sides. Fog rolls low over the ground, muffling sound. The front doors hang ajar, rusted and warped. Faded graffiti warns, "Leave now, and it's still here." A broken wheelchair lies sideways near the entrance, one wheel spinning slowly. Thunder rumbles far off. As the camera draws closer, a low, metallic groan echoes from within, not mechanical, but alive. Inside, the hallway stretches impossibly far. Flickering ceiling lights buzz faintly. Wheelchairs and gurneys lie scattered, some overturned. Old medical charts litter the floor. Faded blood smears trail along the walls, disappearing into shadowy corners. At the far end, a faint red light pulses behind frosted glass. Occasionally, something moves just beyond sight. A shape, a shadow, a whisper. A nurse's cart slowly rolls forward, on its own. The camera follows nervously, and as it turns the corner, a brief glimpse of a tall figure in white vanishes through a wall. A security office full of CRT monitors. Dust dances in the stale air. A security logbook lies open with shaky handwriting. Room 6 shouldn't exist. The monitors flash erratically, showing impossible scenes. Rooms filled with fog, people standing motionless, and hallways that bend unnaturally. One screen zooms into a corridor. At the end stands a door glowing faintly, labeled 6. On another monitor, the camera catches a man watching himself watch the screen. His reflection blinks out of sync. The lights in the room dim. Static grows louder. The corridor with room 6 begins to warp. Walls breathe in and out like lungs. The ceiling cracks, dripping black water. The door itself pulses as if alive. Veins, or wires, creep along its edges. The handle moves on its own. Whispering intensifies in the air, chanting in a language unknown. Suddenly, the door swings open. Inside is a pristine hospital room. Clean, bright, wrong. A patient lies on the bed, face hidden under bandages. But the heart monitor shows no rhythm, only a flat line. Still, the body breathes. The figure in the bed sits up slowly. It's the security guard, or someone who looks just like him. He smiles, wide, unnatural. The real guard watches on the monitor in horror. His double turns and stares directly into the camera. Around him, shadows crawl up the walls. The screen splits, showing both the real guard and the double walking the same hallway from opposite directions. When they meet, only one has a reflection in the floor. The lights explode, alarms wail, but no one is left to hear them. A lone room filled with VHS tapes, shelves towering to the ceiling, each spine labeled with names and dates, and none of them recent. A dusty camcorder sits on a desk. It turns on by itself, lens pointing to the doorway. Footsteps echo closer. The real guard, or what remains of him, walks in, dazed. He places a fresh tape on the shelf. Its label reads, Number 006, accepted. The lights go out. In the darkness, only the red recording light blinks. One final whisper. Room 6 never lets you leave. The camera cuts to the guard's watch, which now shows a time that doesn't match reality. It ticks forward, backward, skips, and pauses. The air feels heavy, as if every second is stretching. The guard stumbles down a hallway now unfamiliar to him. The walls are cracked and smeared with something dark. A clock on the wall is frozen at 3:33 a.m. The hallway stretches endlessly, and no matter how far he walks, the end remains unreachable. He turns a corner and suddenly finds himself back in the security room, but everything is wrong. The monitors are showing new footage, him entering a room he doesn't recognize. He's not alone. The patient from room 6 stands behind him, its form blurred and distorting with every step. As the guard watches, his reflection in the monitor flickers and twists. His own face stretches unnaturally, a grin splitting his features, but his eyes, they're hollow. The reflection mimics his every movement, but with unsettling delays. It raises a hand, but the guard's own hand doesn't move. He reaches out toward the monitor, but the reflection pulls away. Then it speaks, a voice in a language he doesn't understand, distorted and garbled. The guard backs away, but his reflection doesn't stop. It smiles, as if taunting him. When the guard turns to run, the reflection in the screen does not. The camera shifts to the hospital room. The patient in room 6, still lying under the bandages, begins to twitch, then slowly rises. The bed creaks, a dark liquid dripping from beneath it, pooling on the floor. The figure stumbles toward the door, dragging its feet as if weighed down by something unseen. The lights above flicker and buzz. Every step seems to distort the air around it, the walls warping as it moves. The door creaks open, revealing a long, pitch-black hallway. The patient's figure walks down it, but each step echoes in time with the security guard's own footsteps, though he's nowhere near the building now. Something unseen follows behind the patient, but the camera never reveals what. Back in the security room, the monitor shows the same distorted footage of the guard and the patient. Suddenly, an ominous digital countdown begins on the screen. 000600. It ticks down, each second sounding louder than the last. The guard looks around nervously, as if expecting something. The camera pulls back, showing the entire room. Every corner of the room now has a monitor displaying a different, distorted reality. Some show a dark figure moving, others show the guard from impossible angles. As the countdown reaches the final seconds, the air grows colder and a chilling sound fills the room. A whisper, a chorus of voices chanting in unison. "It's time to join us." The guard stares at the final monitor. On it, a door appears, one he's never seen before. It's old, the paint peeling, covered in dust. It seems to pulse, as if alive. The door creaks open slowly, revealing a dark void beyond. The shadows from the hallway stretch toward the door. The guard's body begins to tremble, unable to look away. A soft voice whispers his name. The door beckons. He steps forward, but before he can reach it, the lights in the room flicker out completely. The screen goes black, and the countdown stops at 0. A single breath, followed by silence. When the lights return, the security room is empty. The guard is gone, his chair spinning slowly. The monitors now show only static, except one, the camera feed from inside room 6. The patient lies on the bed once again, but this time the bandages are gone. It is no longer a human form. Its face is a blurred, shifting mass of shadows. The heart monitor still shows no rhythm. The camera zooms in on its face, revealing a faint smile that doesn't belong there. Then, with a sudden jolt, the figure sits up, and the room around it begins to warp again. It's alive, and it's waiting. The door to room 6 closes with a final thud, and the screen flickers to black.